We are Alberto Giangolini and Elisa Ghiandoni. We are a landscape architect in Pesaro, in Marche, and we are very pleased to participate at this event. In our space, we present our work that show the pool we have planned here, very near our town, Pesaro. And now we begin the presentation. We did this plan with a sort of global design. In other words, we have a project pool and the garden in a particular area of Marche district. Marche district is known because show a lot of hill that rolls with endless until the sea. So we have inspired our work looking at the hills, the colors of the environment, and all the things you can look at in this pic. This is the pool finished, and we have tried to insert this pool in the environment, trying to use the same colors and the same materials inside the garden where we have put the pools. We are talking about pools of the rectangular area, irregular pools. We are in the hill. The dimension is 7 meters for 20 meters. We have also a solarium zone of about 190 square meters. All the garden develop 3,400 meters, and all the real estate is about 16,000 meters. The things that we show you is that we have tried to maintain as possible a low impact with this project. Meaning that we have tried to maintain the ground level, the colors, the plant we can find in the surrounding. And so we have studied the best position to put the pools, not far from the house. The house is so particular in this architectural style, because as you can see, it was a school, an ancient school, preliminary school. Was founded in the first years of the 19th century, and then was restored. And this picture, I mean, reflect very much the style of the owner and the style that we have maintained to solve as best as it possible the way to put a pool inside nature, but reflecting even a classical architecture. So for us, the concept of global design means that we have tried to maintain as it is possible all the things are present in the surrounding, as olive trees, vineyard, ground level, and all the things stay on the hills. We are near the top of the hills. The house is very near the top of the hills, and the best position of the pools was not so far from the house, and in the first part of the slope when the hill goes down. Even in this location, we have tried to maintain a low impact or low environment impact, meaning that we have tried to contain as much as possible the digging works. Even if we have to open a secondary access to allow the big bulldozer and the other vehicles to rest the pool, because even if the impact was low, we had to build two different levels. One level for the solarium area and the other for the pool. The speaker show an intermediate phase when we have opened the secondary access to allow the material, the construction material as a bar and the vehicles that bring a concrete to rest the pool levels. But at the end, we have tried to cover the new access, the slope of the new access with natural material, as these big rocks we have found in the surrounding. We have designed even the gate, and I think this is the only one things that show colors and the material different from the other we have used to develop all the design, the global design of the pool and the surrounding garden. In this picture, we show that we have tried to contain as much as possible the digging work, trying to maintain as best as possible the level ground without digging so much. This shows that in the rectangular areas where we have the pools, only along two sides we have digged. In the other two sides, we have rested the ground level without digging more. And this shows that we have digged only few meters, just enough to put the bottom of the pool at the same ground level of the low part of the hills. Here are shown all the workers. Sabina, that is the other landscape designer that works with us in this project, and the owner of the properties. In this phase, we show that we have to put iron bars of the 7 depth meters, because we have to rest a level with rocks to maintain in perfect balance the bottom of the pools and the bottom of the solarium areas. This is the same phase where is shown as the bottom bars works to maintain the balance along the slope of the hills, because here is very often that works on the hills can move just a little and produce the risk of movement along the slope. So we have rested the rocks level to maintain a good balance of the bottom of the hills. In this picture, we show that the construction of these pools needs to produce two different levels. One low level for the pool and another level, always with bar and concrete, to encourage the solarium areas. And this shows better what we have done. We have also this level, where the lower level, where we have done the technical local to put all the pumps and the other plant for the depuration. After the digging and putting of the bars, we goes on with the concrete pouring, and this show this phase of construction. And our project just before has put in the right position of the nozzle to have a plant of the typical infinity pools, because at the end we have the side that maintain infinities, and the other side where we have the water jets. In this picture, we show that we have 3 different areas in the pools in the phase of construction. We have stairs to come inside the pools. We have a jacuzzi zone with jet pools, and we have infinity pools that allow water to come inside the tank of compensation and to recirculate and to be depurated with salt plant. Now I give the words to my colleague Elisa, and Elisa speaks about the choice we have done to insert as best as possible the pools and the garden inside the hills landscape.
Hi everybody. As Alberto already said, we tried to manage the differences in height using the most natural way we could do. So in this case, to manage these differences in height, we used these giant boulders. Our boulders made of sandstone, and we choose them from a local quarry. And we have to face the challenge that each boulder had a different size, so the sizes were not standardized. So we had to choose the boulders one by one to fit in our project. The only concrete wall we built was built in just in one side of the pool, and it has the function of consolidating soil, but also to divide the pool area from the vegetable garden. And I will show you some picture later of this wall. So here we can see the boulders that rise in the construction yard. Pay attention especially to this one that has an L shape, because the next we will see where we insert it. Here we have other images where you can see the colors of the sandstone we choose, and the color of the earth, of the ground. So you can appreciate how the materials matches with the landscape and the local area, the hill where we were working. Here there is our special boulder, the L-shaped boulder. We use it to connect the concrete wall that stays close to the pool, and the staircase that connect the pool to the house. So here we have Sabina that is checking the work done. Here we can see the stairs made by stones that connect the house. to the pool. And here we have another point of view. In this picture on the left, then we can see the view from the house to the pool. So here we have the stair, and on the left, the concrete wall. So here we can appreciate how we pass from this difference in height made with the digging phase to the time when the final construction of the wall and the staircase. Once we realized the stairs, we planted some species of plant using the criteria of the blooming period. So we wanted plants that were able to bloom during the spring and summer. That is the period the pool is most used. So we have Helichrysum right here, and we have Erigeron in front. And in the summer, we have the blooming of Agapanthus and Gaura. So you can see how we passed from this situation to this situation. Here is the big boulder I showed you before, and this is its position, and this is the concrete wall. I think this image on the left it's quite representative because it's a view from the house of the work completed, where you can see all this path that ends in this stone that looks like a finger that show all the landscape that you can see. With the pool. Here we have the materials we used to waterproof the pool. We used this PVC sheet, premium quality, to cover it and make it waterproof. And we covered the edges of the pool with this sandstone, but to insert it, we used this putty that is resistant to salty water, because the purification system of the pool is made by salt water. Here we have other images that show you the kind of stones we used, the color of the sandstone that is called mint stone. And this is the entrance of the pool, and beside we have the jacuzzi. I think this is your part.
Okay, this shows the part of the pool of the jacuzzi zone is done with 8 water jets, and all the covering is obtained with stones, because this reflects the style of the owner. Before I've said that he's very he loves very much the classic materials. So we have tried to obtain a balance inside classic style and nature. Classic styles means the use of this form regular, and the cover of the found of the pools. Nature means that we have used this kind of rocks
with this color that is the same of nature of the surrounding. At the end, we have 8 water jets in the jacuzzi zone and the waterfall that cut off the concrete wall. That is the only element that comes in vertical and stay as a sort of an element that contrasts the soft shape of nature. So you can see all around soft nature in form of colors. Flower blooming is in the far away, but all of this is regulated by the position of this concrete wall, the only element that we build with concrete, and that we give with these colors that pose this element in contrast with the other colors of the surrounding. The same concept we have used to revest just the top part of the pools. With other words, we have used stones only for about 20 centimeters from the top, and the other part of the pools, the bottom, is with PVC with a dark colored to obtain a lake effect. Yes. This is a particular of the compensation tank. From this side of the pool, we have the infinity pool. So water circulated and fall down in this compensation tank that is covered with these covering stones. This is the particular. In this cut, water goes down, and this is the compensation of infinity. This side of the pools is the one that stay very near the ground level. We have not touched with our works, and this is the treatment we did to have waterproof resistant of the rocks. This is the technical locals where we can show pump, double filtration, and all the technical plant that allow to maintain water depuration with salt. Then we have fill pool with water, and this is a part of the works very important because here in Dale, water is a particular rare element. So we have preferred to reserve the water for the pool and maintain all the garden with plants that no needs at all water, especially in season, in summer season. And this is the one of the pics of the end of the water. But from here, Elisa describes you the other part of our works.
Okay, here we have a pergola that was part of the project. It's inserted inside the solarium area. The pergola was really important because we had to face a request from the client. The request was to have a supply of energy to maintain the pool system. So we put in the rooftop of the pergola a solar power plant made of 18 panels in 3 rows. And on the other side, we can see this mulching sheet to limit the weed spreading, so to reduce the maintenance of the garden. Okay, here we can see the boulders used to make the stairs. Here too. And these are the pictures taken when we were testing the waterfall of the pool. It's a waterfall that creates massage on the neck and on shoulders, as this waterfall it's on the jacuzzi area. This test was useful to understand the height and the power of the pump to create the waterfall. Yeah. And we tested in this. We test the waterfall in this small pond that it's in another part of the garden we projected. So here we have some images of the waterfall and some technical specification. And here I will show you more photos of the work completed. So me and my colleagues, Cristina Franceschini, took all these photos, and we tried to take inspiration from the landscape and the surrounding. So here you can see how the pool is well inserted in the hill, and how the colors matches perfectly together. So here we have a view of the house, the stair that we saw also before. This is the solarium area, and you can appreciate the dark color of the pool thanks to the gray PVC that we used. The wall is made of concrete, but we use a curtain paint effect. This is another point of view of the pool, and the pergola has this recreational area above, below it, with the sofas. So it could be the owner can use it in different seasons. This photo was taken at sunset time, and here we can see perfectly how the colors of the hills matches with the pool and with the garden. This is the jacuzzi area with the waterfall activated. This is the recreational area of the solarium. This is just another picture taken during night. And now we should answer to the question if there are some.
We have finished.
So I close
Thank you. If you have
thank you, Elisa and Alberto.